let's talk about Spider-Man No Way Home and the record-breaking trailer views that honestly, yeah, that is huge. This was a huge win for Sony and Disney. So
I'd be interested to see the timeline where this trailer didn't leak,
yeah,
and to see if that actually affected it like positively or negatively.
yeah,
It was very strategic, the way they did it though. Like there was a reasoning why they did this. I
Oh
think
yeah,
they
it's,
would have
it's the
pushed
whole
that.
end game effect, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
hold it off, like let it
salivate, let people want that more.
exactly. Yeah.
like I'm glad you bring that up because I don't know how many times we here on the show have all said the longer you wait on this, the more it builds up and the more people will just flock to it. And like this trailer didn't even feature other Spider-Men. Can you imagine when the next trailer reveals them? Like it's
Literally.
No, the next trailer's got Daredevil in it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 30 billion views.
Really?
He's gonna have Daredevil, She-Hulk, Jessica Jones. He's gonna pick one to be a lawyer.
Oh, and Mickey Mouse, Iron Fist, and all that.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Oh,
They
I'm
showed
actually.
that
Hey,
trailer.
he's gonna have the What If Doctor Strange in there as well, because he's clearly the one.
Oh
who's done the
no! You not have that.
Oh,
That hurts every time I see it.
Then
Hurts.
Spider-Man's gonna come in the background, like.
Yeah, he's
Oh
gonna
wait, Mitch, you forgot Mephisto.
Oh, of course.
yes.
Well, Mephisto's the secret villain that Sony are going to show in the last trailer at the end.
Oh no, they showed him, but you couldn't see it because the scene was cut off.
I mean,
I was
can you just
gonna-
imagine Strange being replaced by a 3D model Strange talking to Peter? Like nothing's wrong.
That somehow broke out at the end of his own universe.
Life model decoy. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Benedict Cumberbatch in the Sorcerer Supreme outfit, though. Or Supreme Strange.
yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I mean,
With his
there's
bug
Yep.
cape.
like,
Yep.
there's a lot that was in the recent like what if episode that many people are trying to like connect the dots to Doctor Strange and this and Spider-Man, and I'm like, well, the multiverse is being explored. The trailer definitely, even like the Spider-Man trailer tells us what we need to know about what is happening. Like it was loaded with a lot, even though like, per Sony standards, they told us the first hour and a half of the movie, like in sequential
Yeah.
order. Like it's like, oh,
Pretty much, yeah.
like, oh, all right.
You can always depend on Sony for that.
Yeah, it's for better or for worse.
Say, who needs to pay to go watch a movie? Watch a Sony trailer. It's fine.
Just watch the first two trailers and you got the whole movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
sadly.
can be so unfortunate. It's like, oh.
Thank you, Sony.
Yeah. Now, I do want to talk about this record-breaking views amount. Is this going to translate to box office, and does that matter during this pandemic?
So see, that's the question, isn't it? If it was normal times, I'd say yes, and you'd easily get an Endgame level box office. Right now, I don't know.
I
Yeah, it's. I don't know.
was gonna say that it might I think it might do something interesting at the box office because of how much interest in that movie. You get all the rumors and stuff like that. But you put in what they've shown so far, and I think people risk their lives, I guess.
Well,
see
yeah,
the-
I mean, it's a Spider-Man movie. You kind of would expect some people would, risk
The
it all.
fan
to
base
see
is
it. Yeah.
You know,
it's the fan base. So,
I would be willing to say that this, I suspect, could be the first post-pandemic $1 billion take. I'd be
No,
willing to
not a
say
chance.
that, but really, you don't think it could be?
Not a chance. No.
500,000.
Because here's the thing, right? I know it's apples to oranges compared to Black Widow. Like, you look at every other movie come out recently. Like, everyone that's had like the theatrical run, it's always. I say always. It's a decent opening weekend, and then just completely tanks off the next. No one's going back for a rewatch.
Mhm.
This is
true.
the problem.
I mean,
Like, you can get a ton of people with that opening weekend, and it might have a really big opening weekend, but following that, it's not going to have one. Plus, I think it's like, are we going to have another lockdown in places? Is the question.
so The only reason I think it could be the first $1 billion, and I get everything you're saying, which is true, this film was fortunate enough to lock in a Chinese release date. And we've seen that Fast 9, it's like 700 million, so...
China's gotten real bad right now.
Oh,
I was gonna say, it might depend on like the situation over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's guaranteed at this point.
I'll say last I heard of China and how they're doing everything, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was like worse than the first lot they had. So, like, maybe I also don't know how their vaccine rollout's going, but I don't think their vaccine's particularly great.
No, this whole thing is a mess, and I think people are going to be like, well, why can't you guys just find a number, or what do you think? It's like, because there's more variables than ever before, and it's changing literally every other day. Like, it's
true.
So I'll give you the number what I think it would do if you can point to me which star was the first one in the night sky. And show me proof that it's the like that's
yeah.
Good luck. No.
It's just an unfortunate bumps in the road. And this is going to be definitely something that's going to be it's going to be taught in school about. Like, this is a footnote in like cinema history, and I mean history period. But like this is going to be taught in school, like the classes for cinema, because like it's causing the studios to break new ground regardless if they're ready or not, when it comes to like distribution and stuff like that. So, I mean, 1 minute it's okay to go into the movie theaters, and then next month it's not. So,
the only thing I will say about its numbers, I reckon it will have a decent first weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. Just given the time of year it's coming out, it's going to be the biggest Spider-Man movie at Christmas. It's going to make a decent chunk at the first weekend. I don't think it's going to last.
I think the first weekend's going to pull in like 100 million.
I'd say optimistically 100, yeah.
I was going to say, if Black Widow could do it, yeah. Like,
that's a low.
There's so many variables you have to realistically take into account. Like, you had to take in the ton before. Like, you've never just, yes, it's going to make this much money. It's like, no, you got to think about it. But now it's just like, it's kind of, it's fun to speculate on it, but at the same time, it's nigh pointless to even think of. Just say any number and sure, maybe, I guess. All right.
Everybody's got a good chance of being right at this point.
Yeah. The only thing that you'll get out from what numbers people will guess is just how optimistic that person is.